Welcome to Highland News Now. I'm Autumn Canada.
And I'm Jeffrey Alfadaka.
We'll begin with campus news. This past week, much has happened on campus. Tuesday, the 19th, Highland's Board of Trustees held a meeting at 4 o'clock in the conference center on campus to discuss this month's agenda as well as last month's, which had to be canceled due to bad weather. Among the actions taken, the board voted to approve the first reading of a $5 per credit hour tuition increase to begin the fall 2019 semester. The motion still needs to be voted on again in March before it can become official. Some other important items the board discussed included College Now agreements between high schools in the area, a new program in nursing, the patient care technician certificate, revisions of job descriptions, the remodeling of room 102 in Building E, the construction of a new greenhouse attached to the AG building, and the use of remaining bond funds. Included in the bond fund projects is $36,000 for new furniture in the first floor lobby of Building M. The next board meeting will be held March 19th at 4 p.m. in the boardroom, H228.
Highland announced on Monday that Joe Daviess County Transit is now offering students transportation to and from campus. Students are allowed to use financial aid to purchase punch cards at the Highland bookstore. A one-way ride costing only $1. In order to receive a ride, you have to schedule it at least 24 hours in advance. To schedule a ride, call 815-777-8088, anytime between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., Monday through Friday. The transit does allow service animals and respirators or portable oxygen. If you need to cancel a ride, call the previous listed number at least 1 hour before the scheduled time.
On February 11th, Highland announced 3 new certificates available in the hospitality program. The 3 certificates included our hospitality startup, restaurant management, and hotel management. The hospitality program, which first began in 2015, started as an Associate of Applied Science degree. Evan Talbert, the hospitality instructor, explains that by offering certificates, Highland will give students looking to focus on a particular area the corresponding skills and knowledge needed in a shorter time frame than the 2-year degree. For more information on these certificates, check out Highland's website.
This past Wednesday, February 20th, Highland's Big Band had a concert in the Fine Arts Theater at 7:30. The band performed with Tony Scodwell, a world-renowned trumpeter, who used to be part of the Stan Kenton and Tonight Show Big Band. The band members were honored for the opportunity to be able to perform with Tony. For more information on future concerts, stay tuned for future shows or check Highland's website.
This past weekend, the Highland speech team went to Harper College in Palatine, Illinois, for the toughest, most challenging competition so far this season. Teams from all over the country traveled to compete in this tournament to prepare for nationals. Highland did extremely well at this tournament, placing 5th out of the 19 schools and bringing home 8 trophies. Alec Orand, one of the team captains, placed 1st in extemporaneous speaking, and the other team captain, Michelle Johnson, placed 3rd in informative speaking. Tommy Temple also competed in informative speaking, placing 2nd. Lucian Jonas placed 2nd in prose and dramatic interpretation. Freshmen Lucas Baumgarten and Maggie Finazzo also took home trophies, with Lucas winning 3rd in group communication and Maggie placing 1st in dramatic interpretation. For more information on the Nationals, which will be held in Reno, Nevada, contact Bill Lucio at bill.lucio@highland.edu.
Now that we have covered what's happening here on campus the past week, let's go to Will to see what is happening in sports.
Thanks, Jeffrey. This season for both the men and women basketball teams are ending, and the playoffs are now on their way. Last Saturday, the Highland Cougars dominated the court against Olive Harvey with a win of 96-66. On Tuesday, they faced off against Illinois Valley and pulled out a win with a score of 103-67. The Lady Cougars were also busy with games and played Illinois Valley with a winning score of 76-69. On Tuesday, February 19th, the ladies also have a game today at 5:30 at Galesburg, Illinois. Another season is past, and their final game is on Saturday, February 23rd at 1 o'clock at the YMCA, followed by the men at 3. Be sure to cheer them on as they head off into the playoffs. Another week has gone by, and the results for the NBA are in. On Thursday, February 14th, the Orlando Magic defeated the Charlotte Hornets with a score of 127-89. The Knicks beat the Hawks with a score of 106-91, and finally the Pelicans crunched out a victory over the Thunder with a total score of 131-122. Wrapping up the week on February 17th, the All-Stars faced off and Team LeBron overtook Team Giannis with a final score of 178 to 164, with All-Star MVP being Kevin Durant. Now over to the NHL. A lot of games have been played over these past few days. The Blackhawks took a win on February 14th over the Devils with a score of 5-2. However, they ended up losing against the Blue Jackets with a score of 5-2 on February 16th. But on February 18th, they pulled out with a close game, leading 8-7 against the Senators. The current leaders of the NHL in the Atlantic Division are the Lightning with a total of 46 wins and 11 losses. The leader of the Metropolitan Division is the Islanders with a total of 35 wins and 17 losses. Coming at the top of the Central Division is the Jets with 36 wins and 19 losses. And finally, leading the Pacific Division is the Flames with 36 wins and 16 losses. Now as we move on to the MLB, our top story of the day is all about the $300 million man in Manny Machado. As of Tuesday, Machado reached an agreement with the San Diego Padres. The Padres offered Machado a 10-year, $300 million deal, which will now make him tied as the highest-paid player currently in the MLB next to Miguel Cabrera, excluding pitchers. And now that Machado is off the board, the only big-name free agent left on the board is Bryce Harper. In other news in the MLB, spring training is officially underway, which means that we will be seeing a lot more baseball coming up in the future. The regular season will not officially begin until March 20th. On February 17th at 1:30 p.m., the Daytona 500 under Monster Energy took off. The top racer of the event was Denny Hamlin, number 11 from Toyota. The next race is the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 on February 24th at 1 p.m. on the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Off the NASCAR Xfinity Series, the PowerShares Triple Q 300 took place on February 16th at 1:30 p.m. The top racer was Michael Annett, number 1 from Chevrolet. The next race is the Arena 250 on February 23rd at 1 p.m. on the Atlanta Motor Speedway on FS1. Last of the NASCAR is held by the Gander Outdoor Truck Series. The Next Era Energy Resources 250 was on February 15th at 6:30 p.m. The top racer was Austin Hill, number 16 from Toyota. The next race is the Active Pest Control 200 on February 23rd at 3:30 p.m. on the Atlanta Motor Speedway on FS1. That's all we have for today. I'm Will Biesing, and this is another sports update. Now we go over to the cafeteria for next week's menu.
From the Highland Arts Cafe, here is what's on the menu for the week of February 25th through February 28th. On Monday, February 25th, the special is chili cheese fries for $3.25. The soup of the day is chili. For Tuesday, February 26th, you can get a Polish sausage and French fries with chicken and wild rice soup. Wednesday, February 27th, the special is grilled cheese sandwiches with tater tots, and the soup is creamy tomato. Thursday, February 28th, get a medium deli sub and a bag of chips. The soup of the day, chicken noodle.
The Highland Dance Team is a new program here at Highland Community College. We sat down with Lainey Hodges, a member of the team, to talk about her experiences.
Throughout the season, we did 5 different dances. Our first one, we did a pom, and then we threw our poms and did jazz. And then all our our Christmas dance, our other 2 dances were both jazz. And then our Saturday, we have our cougar dance, where we actually have the cougar in our dance, so that's going to be pretty awesome. The game starts at 3. We'll perform around 3:30, 3:45-ish. But other than that, that's our last game.
The team and coach, Anna Walker, choreographs their own routines for each game.
And then all of us going to Highland, I really missed dancing, and I was like, why don't we start one? It's not, like, there was a lot of different steps you had to go into it, but it was a lot of fun. And finally, like, getting the yes and getting our uniforms and having the team together was just it was a blast.
The dance team is not exclusive to just experienced dancers and has many girls from the surrounding area as a part of the team. Elena Gardner has enjoyed being on a dance team for the first time. She feels very welcome and encourages others to go out of their comfort zone.
Well, for me, I've actually never danced before, so it's just something new I wanted to try because I've done gymnastics. So I like the dance portion of that, so I figured I might like dance as a whole, basically.
Be sure to support your Highland Dance team at the men's basketball games.
Now as we move on to our community news, we start with news in Byron, Illinois. It was noted last week that Exelon will plan to shut down several facilities, including the nuke plant in Byron, by 2022. It was stated that the reason Exelon plans to close a few of their plants is because of financial reasons and economic distress.
On February 15th, we were informed that there were a mass shooting in Aurora, Illinois, where Gary Martin ended up pulling the trigger, killing 5 of his co-workers and wounding 5 other police officers. The incident occurred after Martin was informed that he was being fired from his job at a manufacturing company. Before the shooting at the Henry Pratt Company warehouse, it was noted that Gary Martin had 6 prior arrests by Aurora police, including domestic violence-related issues. He also had a felony conviction for aggravated assault in Mississippi in 1995. He was eventually killed after being in a shootout with the police.
In other news, in Rockford, police have identified the victim of a homicide in the 3200 block of 9th Street. She was identified as 42-year-old Jennifer Lindsay. Lindsay was pronounced dead on February 16th at 2 p.m. She'd been shot. A second victim, Caitlin Lindsay, was transported to a hospital and treated for critical injuries. Her current condition was not released at the time. Detectives with the Rockford Police Department identified 37-year-old Abden Ochoa Villaneta as a suspect following the shooting. Police ended up tracking him into Clinton County, Missouri. He was taken into custody shortly before 6 p.m. that same day. Details of the shooting remained unclear at the time. However, police did say that Ochoa Villaneta did know the victims.
On Monday, there was another update on the 16-year-old that was shot during an altercation with 3 other boys. Rockford Police says that the boy that was shot was in critical yet stable condition. The boy was shot after a fight broke out between him and the other 3 males in the 2000 block off Mulberry Street. Details are limited, but we will try to continue the update as more information becomes available.
Nationwide Inbound in Freeport is holding walk-in interviews for customer service positions. You can walk in Mondays and Fridays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and every 4th Saturday of the month, including tomorrow. From 9 to 11 a.m., there are full and part-time positions with flexible schedules, paid training, and opportunity for advancement. Go to their Facebook page or website for more information.
The Freeport Park District is also hiring employees for the summer 2019 season. Positions are available in the areas of facilities attendant, maintenance, lifeguarding, and more. Go to Freeport Park District website or their office in Burchard Avenue for a full list and more information.
A Pecatonica farm is offering an experience to get active with animals. Greta's Goats is offering yoga with baby goats. The baby goat yoga is on Sunday, April 14th from 10 to 11 a.m. Visitors will be able to visit the farm stand after yoga to purchase other products from the farm.
Now for more news around the Freeport area. This Saturday, February 23rd, in the downtown Freeport area, they will be hosting an Arctic Ale and Art Walk from 12 to 4 p.m. So be sure to come down and support the downtown Freeport events. And come check out all of the unique businesses and artwork.
On Sunday, February 24th, the Highland men's and women's basketball teams will be hosting their buffet dinner fundraiser. The fundraiser will take place at the Beltline Cafe from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Tickets are $10 per person, and you are able to purchase these tickets at the athletic department or at the door at the Beltline Cafe. So be sure to make time to come out and support your men and Lady Cougars.
In different news around the Freeport area, the Four Seasons Bowling Center announced on February 14th that they had a significant amount of water in the front of the building due to vandals who compromised a sprinkler head. Those that were involved have been arrested and will be charged appropriately. The Four Seasons said that they are currently open and they were still open throughout the cleanup, with the exception of the Lab Pro Shop.
With winter weather possibly not going away anytime soon, let's get an update from Melanie Brown and see how this could end up affecting the local area coming up next week.
Thanks, Autumn. Across the nation lately, we've seen Winter Storm Petra roll through the Midwest here and other parts of the United States. Surprisingly, the city of Los Angeles reported more deaths caused by winter weather than counted in Midwestern and Northeastern cities. Winter Storm Kiana has been rolling through the western into the Midwest, Great Lakes region, northern New England, and a bit of southern Canada. Across our 4 counties this week, we saw temperatures fall at night into the single digits and the mid-teens, with wind chills in the same ranges. Many cities declared snow emergencies, with Freeport's most recent one lasting from Tuesday until 6 a.m. today. On Wednesday, more snow and freezing rain began to move through the state line, and we are expecting a few more winter storms next week, too. Next week's temperatures reflect that. Starting in Joe Daviess County, this next week will be mostly cloudy. Expect rain on Saturday and winds around 20 miles per hour on Sunday. Snow showers are expected on Tuesday morning. Average temperatures through the weekend include a high of 36 degrees and a low of 21. Average weekday high will be around 23 with the lows of around 8 degrees. Then in Stevenson County, we will see similar weather with a bit more sun. Saturday, rain, and Sunday winds around 21 miles per hour are likely to be seen. Monday will be mostly cloudy with snow showers expected Tuesday morning. Average temperatures through the weekend include a high of 35 degrees and a low of 21. Average weekday high will be around 23 degrees with lows closer to 9 degrees. Carroll County will be mostly cloudy and see the same patterns as Joe Daviess. With a rainy Saturday, 20-mile-per-hour winds on Sunday, and snow showers Tuesday morning, its average weekend temperatures will be a high of 34 degrees with a low of 20. Average weekday temperatures this week will be a high of 23 degrees and a low of 9. Finally, in Ogle County's coming weather is no surprise. They will also have a rainy Saturday and a windy Sunday, but theirs will reach around 25 miles per hour. They'll be partly cloudy throughout the week, with snow showers on Tuesday morning, but they are expected to have a mostly sunny Wednesday. Average weekend temperatures will be a high of 35 degrees and a low of 22. Average weekday temperatures will be a high of 25 and a low of 11. Tune in next week for more weather updates.
Thanks, Melanie. Now let's talk about upcoming events here at Highland.
This upcoming Monday, February 25th, the Student Senate will be holding a tuition change forum in the Highland cafeteria from noon to 1. Jill Jansen will inform students on a possible tuition increase and answer questions students may have. Make sure to attend the forum to find out more information on this possible increase and voice your opinion.
Later today at 7 p.m., Highland will be holding a student-written, produced, and directed performance, the 2019 Black History Theatrical Performance, United as One, in the Ferguson Fine Arts Center. The performance will cover historical events, including Rosa Parks' resistance to bus segregation, the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing, and the Women's Civil Rights Movement. All ages are welcome at the event. Come and be inspired by the multimedia show and learn more about history in a motivational and interactive performance.
Next Tuesday, February 26th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Student Senate are holding a club day in the cafeteria. Students are free to learn more about the different clubs offered here at Highland and vote which booth looks the best. Make sure to stop by to learn more about the opportunities within the different clubs available and play games and win prizes.
The ski trip to Chestnut Mountain that was originally scheduled on last Tuesday was rescheduled to March 1st, next Friday, due to bad weather. The cost for students are $24 for the lift, rentals, and lesson package, or $15 for only a lift pass. Faculty, staff, or friends are also welcome to come, with prices of $48 for the package and $30 for the lift pass. Those attending should bring food or money to purchase meals, for they will not be included. To register, bring your payment and fill out the waiver and take to Stacy Moore in M103 or Liz Gerber in M101 by February 27th. Transportation to the event is limited, and those who reserve will get first seating, or you can choose to drive yourself and meet in the lobby at Chestnut. The bus will leave the Science Building parking lot at 8 a.m. For more information or questions, contact Liz Gerber or Stacy Moore.
This upcoming Thursday, February 28th, the Clarence Mitchell Library will be offering a creative writing program at 1 p.m. as part of the 2019 NEA Big Read. Simone Devangse, a performance artist, playwright, and spoken word artist, will be holding Write It Out, a 90-minute writing workshop for all levels of writers. This event is free to attend but is limited to 30 participants. To sign up, go to Highland website's library page or call 815-599-3456. All those interested in participating or with any questions can contact Laura Watson for more information.
Jane Addams scholarships are now available for students to apply. There are 2 different scholarships available. One specifically for Highland College students worth $350 and one for all Stephen County High School students worth $250. Both scholarships require a 1,700 to 2,000 word essay in MLA format discussing Jane Addams' definition of democracy and the reforms she advocated to reach this goal. Essays must be in students' own words and be submitted by email by April 26th. For more information, check out Highland's website. Under the Visitors tab, specify Jane Addams Contest.
And now we go to our spotlight on Pete Norman. Athletic Director Pete Norman has been with Highland for 24 years. While with the school, he's been a basketball coach and the physical education coordinator.
My position probably see the student athletes more, just because that's what I do. So I probably have more interaction with them than the overall student bodies. But personally, my door's always open. Like to help anybody, that I can in a positive way.
Pete discusses the advice he would give to students who would like to be an athletic director or basketball coach in the future.
Well, I think the first thing is obviously, you have to have motivation, but you have to take care of business. You got to, pursue your degree, get involved in as many activities as you can that relate to, internships or just volunteer work. But you've got to remember why you're here, and that's to get your degree, do well in your classes, give an honest effort, and build toward a successful career, whatever that may be. Been at Highland now for 25 years. Freeport's my hometown, and probably had opportunities to leave here over the years, but I'm proud to be at Highland. Highland's a great institution. We've had built very successful athletic programs along with other programs on campus, so it's been very rewarding to me, and I'm at the age now I'm not going anywhere.
Pete has had many accomplishments in his time here at Highland. One of his favorite memories with the basketball team is in 2005 when they went to nationals and placed 3rd overall. After this, the transition from basketball coach to athletic director was a good choice for him, as he had more time to spend with his family.
The athletic director, when I came aboard at Highland, I was hired as the athletic director and basketball coach and physical education coordinator. I coached here for 15 years, had an unbelievable run, made the national tournament, packed the house with fans, so it was very, very exciting. But 15 years at this level, and it's a 24-hour job. I had 3, so it was a smooth transition. Actually, hopefully I'm a better athletic director now and in the physical education department, because the coaching does consume you if you want to have a good program.
And now for national news. America can officially feel the burn in 2020 as Bernie Sanders has declared he is running again for the Democratic Party in the presidential race. However, he does have quite the competition, as more than a dozen Democrats have declared their candidacy for president.
While on the topic of presidency, President Trump declared a national emergency last week to free up billions of dollars to fund his long-promised wall. And this week, 16 states came together and filed a lawsuit against the president, calling the decision unconstitutional and a fake emergency. States in the lawsuit include Hawaii, Illinois, New York, and California, just to name a few.
Fashion designer Karl Lagerfeld died at the age of 85 earlier this week on the 19th. He was best known for being the creative director of Chanel Fendel and his very own fashion line. Details of his death have not been released to the public, but we thank you for your fashion eye and amazing looks. Rest in peace.
Navy veteran George Mendoza also died at the age of 95 just 2 days before his birthday. You probably recognize him as the kissing sailor, as this image has become one of the most recognizable photos of the 20th century during the World War II era. May he rest in peace as well.
The 91st Academy Awards are this Sunday at 7 p.m. on ABC. Leading the nomination is comedy film, The Favorite, the drama film, Roma, with 10 nominations apiece. You can expect to see performances by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, Betty Midler, Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, and Jennifer Hudson.
Somebody that will not be attending the Oscars is Jussie Smollett. After reports about him being attacked in Chicago by 2 men who doused him in bleach, yelled racial and homophobic slurs, and put a noose around his neck have now been said to be staged. The story left America shocked, but after statements not lining up or making sense, it's leaving many confused and concerned for his career, if the reports turn out to be true. Smollett has yet to comment on the situation.
That's all that we have for today. I'm Jeffrey Apodaca.
And I'm Autumn Canada.
Thanks for tuning in.